It's tough to win on the road in the NBA, and I think we're still learning that. I thought our guys actually did a really good job as far as being ready on a back-to-back to start the game. We got our stops we needed. We were able to get out and run. We got some really good open looks, and we didn't make them. And then when, Sacramento started hitting some of theirs and made the little run that they went on at the end of the first, it just felt like we kind of fell apart and stopped trusting what we were doing. Didn't play with the same energy defensively, weren't making the same crisp, selfless passes on offense. And then for the rest of the night, we kind of were just scrambling to stay within striking distance.
What did you make of Brook Lopez, I guess, tonight and last night? Just seemed like he struggled after having the two prior games were pretty good.
Yeah, I think he struggled. He had a couple good looks early, and then might have taken him out of his rhythm a little bit. But I wanted Julius. I felt better with the Julius Zebo matchup. So, I went to Julius a little early to get to that, to try to speed our game up a little bit. And then again in the second half, so that could have thrown Brook off a little bit as far as just his rhythm. But he'll get his work in and he'll be ready to go when we get back at it.
So you get this rare 4-day break now. How would you evaluate just this opening chunk of the season?
They've been great. They've been really good. Competing, the effort, the practicing every single day, never giving in. I'm very pleased and proud of our group and the work that they've put in to this part of the season.
What do you want to accomplish in your 4 days? I know it'll be only 2 practice days, but what's the focus?
Well, the first part of the focus will be getting them rest, mentally and physically. We got a lot of young guys that have never done this before, and even guys that did it last year. Your second, VI is playing huge minutes. He was coming off the bench for this, the first half of the season last year. So it'll be good for them to physically and mentally be able to shut it down for a few days. And when we get back, it'll be about cleaning up our shell defense, cleaning up our screening, cleaning up our boxing out, pretty much the basics of the game that we were doing a really good job of early in the season, and we've had a little bit of slippage as the season's gone along.
What have your feelings been on how you guys do in transition offensively?
I love the amount of opportunities we're getting in transition. I do not love the way we finish in transition. And more, the finishing, there's not so much the finishing, it's the turnovers in transition that keep me up late at night. But we asked for the opportunities. Well, when we got to the season, we said, what can we be really good at? What are our strengths? And our youth and our ability to get out and run, and having a point guard like Zoe. Transition basketball is what we wanted to do. So we know that there's going to be turnovers. I think our guys are good enough that those numbers should start coming down now. It's been a long enough time that we should be a little more clean in the way we do our transition game, but that'll be something we keep focusing on and addressing in film sessions.
Do you see that as a two-step process? Like the first step is making sure you're getting those opportunities, and then now you go into the second
absolutely.
Step?
So when we said we wanted to be a running team, I was quite aware of the fact that we are going to have a high number of turnovers. But now that we're kind of getting used to anytime we get an opportunity, guys hitting those lanes hard, it's time to really start taking care of the ball in those situations. I mean, it's about making a bounce pass instead of trying to throw an alley-oop. It's about taking straight line to the rim until somebody stops you. There's simple, there might not be flashy, and they might not get on SportsCenter, but they're effective ways of running a fast break. The tough part is we can talk about it and film it, but with the schedule in the NBA, it's tough to really drill transition basketball in practice with games every other day. But we'll have that opportunity on Saturday. So that'll definitely be something that gets worked on.
You think you'll get Larry Nance Jr. back for the next game out of the break?
I would expect he's back. as long as there's no setbacks and he has good practices and he's full go.
I'm assuming you'll use those practices to figure out the lineup and all that.
Yeah, we'll make that decision sometime before Monday if